Good morning YouTube. Just thought I'd do a little video. It was fowl maintenance today. So this is all what I've removed from my, I think I counted, I've got 23 fowls in glasses. That's not including the babies, the 8 babies that I've got, and a couple recovering ones. So I got rather a lot. I think I'm officially hooked on fowls. Anyway, so this is most of the dodgy roots. You'll see there's some leaves here that I've pulled. I mean, they're not particularly bad, some of these leaves, but I mean, some of them are. Some of them I wasn't very impressive, and I don't like them looking unsightly. I do pull the leaves off. Probably naughty, but anyway, I think it looks prettier without the unsightly leaves on there. A couple of flower spikes going over, cut off, and this is my fertilizer. So what I do is I clean all the glasses, so there's a couple of glasses left over there, and then when I've cleaned them all and I've put fresh water, I use this little pipette and I literally just put one drip of fertilizer in each of the glasses, which seems to be okay. As you can see, I've purchased another stand because my collection of plants, not just orchids, but my indoor plants and Phalaenopsis are getting rather large, and I really must stop. But I'm a sucker for them, especially the mini phals. Anyway, I thought I'd show you this stand. So this one's got still some beautiful orchids in flower. There's 2 big ones at the back there, which beautiful green roots, and the one in the far back there. They're all doing really well. So these are what I call the standard size ones. So that one's a 2 spike, still looking right. It's faded quite a bit in colour, but they're still there. And this really beautiful one, waterfall one, is doing okay. So I'm very pleased with those. Didn't cut many roots off, and you do get rotten roots, but I've also got lots of beautiful green tips coming on, lots of them, so I'm not too stressed about anything that I cut off. So these are all my other ones. That one's still in flower. The others are not. All these. This one here is actually got an extra spike coming on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. I think it's around, where is it? Is it this one? Oh yes, it's just, ooh, can you see it just down in there? Hope you can, hang on a minute, let me get my hand around a better way so I can twist it better. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. So I've just, like I say, I've just cleaned them all out, and I've actually, that one's coming into spike, although it's already got an existing spike on it, which is great. And these 6 here are all coming into spike. So that one's the most advanced. And then we've got this one in the front. And then at the back there, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of backlight, but there is a spike coming up just between these 2 leaves. You can just about make it out there. This one here, it's got a little spike coming there. This one at the back is shooting from the existing spike that I cut back. Hope you can see that. Whoops, knocking things over. And the white one here in the front, that's got another spike coming on, where is it? Oh, it's the old spike. Oh, hang on, let's twist it around. I'm not doing very well here today, am I? There you go. It's got a spike shooting from an old, another spike shooting from the old spike. So that's pretty good. So I'm really pleased about that. Shows that they must be happy in the water culture, because they have cleaned all the vases. I probably do the vases once a month, sometimes longer, Sometimes I'll just do one or two if they look pretty bad, but generally once a month. So these others here, nothing showing on these yet, but that one's still got flowers, and I see it's extending there. This beautiful little one that I bought, most recent one, is doing really well. I'm really happy with that one, as is the reddy one, which is turning more pinky now. So I'm really pleased with all those. The other thing is, I don't know if I've shown you these, oops, is the Pathopedilum at the back there. It's growing away nicely now, so hopefully that will come into flower soon, but it's taking a long time. The little Phalaenopsis that I put in this dome, which was a candle holder, but I've utilised it as a little bit of a nursery. That little phal was the extra baby one I had. There was 2 in a pot when I ordered 6 babies. And the middle leaf broke, and also, I don't know if you can see, but that first leaf down there doesn't look very good. But it's producing a new leaf, so we'll let that go. The bad one that I took out of the bags recently is not doing much. In fact, I'm almost tempted to throw it away, but I don't need that dome for anything else, so I think I'll leave it in there a bit longer and see how it goes. And the baby phals, well, there's 8 of them now. They're all coming away nicely. They're all getting nice new leaves. They actually need watering today. I'll do that in a minute. So they're doing pretty good as well. And I've gone and got myself some nice African violets. So they're really hard to get hold of in New Zealand. I've had to get all these off our local auction site that other people are selling. And I've had to have them all posted to me, and the postage was dearer than the actual plants. But I wanted to grow a bit of a collection, wanted to try African violets, because I've never really been successful in the past with them. Anyway, I've watched quite a lot of YouTube videos. I've discovered now that they're actually a succulent, come from, I think it's the North Mountain regions of Africa. And they're a succulent, so they need sort of same treatment as succulents, so that helps. I've got them on the tray of clay pebbles because they like a bit of humidity, and also they like to be watered from the bottom. You mustn't get any water on the leaves because it damages them. So that was a mistake I made in the past. I was watering them from the top. And also they're in quite shallow pots because apparently their roots grow outwards rather than downwards. So what I did when I planted them all up, I've put quite a bit of the the Dalton's bark. I cleaned it all up, and I put quite a bit of that in the bottom to give it a nice bit of drainage. And then I potted them up in a bit of compost, a bit of perlite, and I chopped up some pine needles because they like acidic conditions, although it is a myth that pine needles contain acidity. The only time you can get real good acidity is if you get it from somewhere like 100-year-old forest and you dig right down. That compost or soil will be acidic, but not in mine. My forest or my trees are only 20 years old. But it also keeps the soil, the reason I put it in there is to keep the soil nice and loose, because they don't like to be, in heavy stuff, heavy compost or anything. So hopefully they will do well. And I've got one here, which is a little one. You see him in that glass? He was the littlest, and I read somewhere that if you put them in a little sort of terrarium thing like that, that they take off a lot better. Another thing I read is they don't like too much potassium in their feed, so I've bought a African violet feed because apparently potassium stops them. Was it nitrogen? I'm not sure now, I'll have to read up again on it, but one of them doesn't allow them to produce flowers, it just makes them bigger plants. So, got a lot to learn on those, but we'll get there. Just thought I'd show you this one. The plant in the front is a Hippeastrum papillon. Not sure, but it's a Hippeastrum. I've been trying to get hold of one of those for ages. Seen Rachel's on garden at Derwentsa, and I thought, oh, what a beautiful, beautiful amaryllis bulb type thing. And anyway, I've managed to get one of those, so I'm really, really pleased with that. And here's a little wee pot of string of pearls, which I thought was quite unusual. Come on, focus, there you go. And last of all, I thought I'd just show you the Van der Spike. I hope you can see that. The Van der Spike is advancing, so I'm quite pleased with that. They actually need watering. They're doing quite well in those little baskets. Not very good light here. My husband's going to make some more of those baskets for me this weekend, so I might put some more orchids in the baskets. If I do, I'll film that and show you next week. So yeah, so that's just about all for now. I think I'm going to rename this room from the lounge to the plant room. Because I got rather a lot of plants, and I've even thought about discarding the bookcase over there and putting another stand there, or I'll move that bookcase into the bedroom. But oh, and over there is a new terrarium. I'll show you that actually. Here it is. I made this one up. I made it with quite a high level at the back because I wanted to create a backdrop, and I put I used bark for holding up the compost. And then there I've got that nice little, I can't remember what that plant's called, but that does really well. Does well in my other terrarium. Put some nice rocks in there. That's got a nice pinky tinge to it, that one. And then I thought I'd try down on the lower level is a pitcher plant. So what I've done, that's actually planted with a, it's got a little saucer underneath it to hold water, and when I water this one I usually just spray everything because I don't give it masses of water, but that particular one I give it a stream, so that little saucer will hold water because they are meant to be kept moist. And that particular pitcher I bought is a reduced one. You can see it's got a bit of burning on the tips, but it's got some nice new growths coming up, so I'm quite pleased with that one. So I think it's going to take off. So the overall effect I'm quite pleased with. We're still waiting for a new bulb. You see that bulb sticking down, so we're waiting for a new bulb to come, and my husband's still going to paint the background of that one to give it a bit more pop. Just makes it look a bit more attractive. And I've told him, please John, no more fish tanks, no more aquariums, no more terrariums. I've got quite a few now, and I don't think I need any more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give me the thumbs up or thumbs down, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.